Good morning, folks. Happy Friday. Welcome to another episode of Riding to Work with Coach Rob. 43, I think. 43 or 44. We're cruising here, folks. Again, I mentioned it on my last episode. If any of you are interested in doing a joint recording, we will start those in a few weeks here. We'll do probably 30 to 40 minute segments of podcast style meetings where we will talk and we're going to record it, and that's going to be the structure. I will send you a deck prior to the recording to kind of give you, an overview of what we're going to do and kind of get your juices flowing, so when we do talk, you feel comfortable and we're all on the same page. So before we start doing that, let's talk about something that came up for me recently that I have a feeling affects a lot of us, and we don't realize it. This morning, I had someone say, "It's Friday. We made it." It's like there are days and weeks, man, that they feel like that. They feel like, shit, it's over. Thank frickin' God we made it through this week. We've all been there. I know we all do our best to stay ahead and plan and move forward and be aggressive and foresee issues and things that come up. But there are things that are out of our control. And sometimes you have those days or weeks, or sometimes it feels like months, that it's like, I made it to today. I made it. Thank freaking God it's here. Here's my question. You made it. You made it to Friday. What's going to change from the earlier in the week? So you had 4 days this week that kicked your ass. All right, you're exhausted. You are mentally and emotionally worn down and tired. And now it's Friday. What makes Friday any different than Thursday? You're still going to work. Kids are still going to school or daycare, or you're still doing what you got to do. Yeah, tomorrow's the weekend, but what's the weekend then? A pause button until Monday, and then we're counting the days till Friday again? You see where I'm going here? So if you are constantly chasing your tail Monday through Friday, and you're exhausted and you're worn out, you mentally and emotionally just can't handle it anymore. You're like, yeah, the weekend's here. Awesome. Pause button. What's going to happen on Monday? The same shit. The same thing you did the last 5 days. That you just decided to pause for 2 days. Somehow you shifted them to the back of your mind and maybe forgot about it a little bit, or you had to drink, or, do some drugs or whatever you do to separate yourself from reality. I'm not promoting drugs at all, so don't take that as a thing. I just know that recreational drugs like marijuana is very common nowadays to help you separate yourself from the reality. Same way alcohol is. But what's next? What do you do on Monday? So now that you went Monday through Friday, and you're chasing your tail, you're exhausted, you're beat up, work sucked, something came up at home, something broke at the house, your kids were sick, wife was upset, husband was upset, whatever it is. And you got to Friday. You made it. You somehow limped through the day of Friday, because I know for a fact shit does not get done in an office on Fridays. I know it doesn't happen. That's very different for me in my business, because I don't work like that, but when I worked in the corporate world, I never took a vacation day on a Friday, because I knew no one was really working anyway. Lunches got longer, people left early, people showed up late, spent more time talking and hanging out at cubicles than you did on your email, and you left. So you take off Mondays, because Mondays are the stressful days. There's a pro tip for you guys that are still stuck in the corporate world. Vacation day Monday in the summer, not Fridays. No one cares about Fridays. All right? So, you lived through Friday. Got home, it's 5 o'clock, got the kids home, go out on the back porch, crack a beer, 2 or 3 more, grill out some burgers, hang out, awesome weekend. Maybe go to the zoo, see some friends, go party. Cool. Monday shows up. And we're in the same cycle we were in this week, where we woke up on Friday morning and said, thank God we made it. Is that the cycle you want to continue to repeat? If it is, that's how you want to. If you want to live for the weekend, man, and, enjoy 2 days a week and suffer for 5 or make it through 5, and that's the life cycle you want to live. Okay, more power to you. But if you're listening to this, that's not you, because the people I surround myself with and associate with aren't that type of person. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna change so Monday through Friday are just as exciting as Saturday and Sunday? What can you do on the weekend to make Monday through Friday better? What can you do every morning? I'm bleeding you here. What can you do every morning to make that day better? What can you do every night before you go to bed to make your sleep better? What choices can you make professionally that you control? You control your profession. Whether you believe it or not, you control what you do. What choices can you make to set yourself up for a career or a job that you don't have to escape from on the weekends? I sat with a client a couple weeks ago, went through our goal setting process after our six week meetings. And week 6 is always goal setting. It's a long 2.5 hour process of long-term goal setting. And his goals are very lofty. Huge. He'll be a 1%er. And I say he will be a 1%er because we have a plan. He has a plan. He walked away from that meeting with a plan to get to where he wanted to go. Yes, it was, I'm trying to remember, 8 years out. But there was a plan every step of the way for him to get there. All right, as long as he sticks to it and he doesn't change his mind on what he wants to do professionally, which can happen as we grow, we evolve, we experience life, we do adapt and change. As long as we follow the dream, it's fine. All right, don't lose sight of it. But if he wants to get there, we know how to get there. He knows how to get there, and he knows he has me to lean on if he gets stuck along the way. All right. Do you think he is going to wake up on Friday morning and say, I made it? No. You better not. If you're listening to this, you know who you are. You better not wake up on Friday morning and say that. He's waking up on Friday morning, just like he wakes up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, knowing he's taking one step forward every day towards that ultimate goal to where he wants to be. All right? So what can you do? What can you do tomorrow morning? Tomorrow's Saturday morning. What can you do tomorrow morning to set yourself up for next week to where you don't have to say, I made it? What can you do tonight when you get home from work or school or whatever you're doing so you don't have to say, God, it's the weekend. Oh shit, Monday's 2 days away. What can you change? There's a lot out there. Can you set yourself up to educate yourself and progress in your career? Can you have 2 beers instead of 6 so you wake up tomorrow morning refreshed and ready to go? Can you recover and sleep? Can you be active? Can you go for a walk before you crack that first beer or drink or whatever you do, or sit and pop on Netflix and eat a pizza? Go for a walk? Can you read? Right? Can you sit in silence for 5 minutes? No music in the background, no kids, no dogs, no wife, no TV, nothing. Silence. and just listen to the breaths you're taking. Listen to the air coming in your nose and out your mouth. Do that for 5 minutes and see where you go. Your mind will wander. See where it takes you. You'd be surprised what 5 minutes of silence and clarity do for your thoughts and your goals. I prefer to take mine in the morning. Helps me get my day ready and start my day a little more calm. Now, there are days where the kids get up at 3 in the morning and the dogs are going out and, it's pouring rain or something happened overnight, like someone threw up or someone shit on the floor, like whatever happens. There's days where you miss. But because I'm prepared and not every day is like that, a miss once doesn't derail the entire week. Doesn't derail the entire month or long-term goals. All right? Does that make sense? What can you do today so you're not burned out and afraid of tomorrow? What can you do at night or in the morning or midday? Can you eat less packaged foods? Eat less refined sugar? There's a simple one. Can you stop drinking coffee in the middle of the afternoon? Can you work out 1 more day a week instead of 3 days? Can you make it 4? Can you work out at all? What can you do different now? It's going to be different for all of you. It really is. It's different for me than it is for you. What can you do? I'm asking. Take a second and think about it. To change today. So you're not scared of tomorrow. It's on you, folks. All right. Take some time, think and breathe. I hope you have an awesome Friday, have an even better weekend, and we will talk to you next week.